You're watching the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show, and I'm your host, Shifat, the natural healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth. And I want to welcome you and thank you for taking out the time to spend this time of your life with me. I'm so excited that you're here. We're going to talk about your health, your wellness. We're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about parenting and relationships, love relationships, right? We're going to talk about the 13 dimensions of your whole life from a whole nother perspective than you've ever heard of it before. So I encourage you to go get your blue pen and your white paper and get ready to take copious notes, because you are about to get that natural healing lifestyle transformation you've been seeking. So while you're getting your pen and your paper, let me just tell you a little bit about me, my background, and how I get here to be in your space. I am been a natural healer for 45 years, and I bring a unique perspective of being able to do it totally underground, if you will, and outside of the normal realm of how they say you have to do it, right? So I started back in the early 70s, like 1970, 1971, when we used to have to order organic carrots from California to New Jersey in order to live the lifestyle. Now you can just run down the street, or in my case, right around the corner, and get organic produce. Ooh, who would have thunk, right? Well, it's happening. We're living in that time. It's called the wellness revolution. There are many things that are happening at this time. Consciousness is rising. Yeah, you noticed it. The consciousness is rising of people and how we think as the social system is degrading. Yes, that's the other part that's happening. So we're going to talk about solutions for your life and how you can continue to elevate, enhance, and escalate and accelerate the process of your ascension, right? So we're going to use some language and some calendar reform. We're going to talk about money from a whole different angle, okay? So you're watching the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show, and I'm so happy to be here with you on today. Let's jump right in. So there are 13 dimensions in your life, 13, and I'm going to run through them really quickly, and we'll come back to them as I know you're taking notes, so we'll come back to them one at a time. But I just want to give you the scale and the scope of what we're going to talk about on today. All right? So our 13 dimensions of life, of your natural lifestyle, start with the restoration of your natural mind. The restoration of your natural mind. So we say, well, what do I mean by that? We've been conditioned by the world that we live in. We were born into a conversation that says this is a table and this is a cup, right? And that the calendar that we live by is 12 months, and some months have 30 days and other months have 31 days, and one month has 28 days, and sometimes it only has 29 days. And it's like totally irregular, right? So there's some things that we've been taught that aren't necessarily the truth. So one of those things is a penny saved is a penny earned. That is not true. That is not true. Another thing is that money doesn't grow on trees. Well, it's paper and linen, and actually it does. Okay? So, but these things have twisted our concept of what reality is. We've also been taught that time is money. Time is not money. Time is your life. Time is the breath, right? The breaths that you take that animate your physical being, right? So breathe. One more time. Yeah, right? Time is not money. Time is your life. But we've been tuned into this mechanized clock, right? 1260 time frequency, 60 minutes in an hour, 12 months to a year, right? And suppose that's not true. So one of the things that I ask my clients and folks that come to participate with me in our live sessions is, suppose some things that you thought were true are not actually true. And right now, I could share with you when I could share with you the truth. The question becomes, when would you want to know? If what you think is true now, when would you want to know the truth if it's not true? And everybody says, I want to know now, I want to know now. So now is the time. I'm going to start to tell you some truths. And this is all about restoring your natural mind restoration. Because only by starting in the mind can we get to the rest of the 12 dimensions in your lifestyle time, okay? So first thing, and this is going to bake your noodle, I know it is. So the first thing I want you to recognize is that with your natural mind restoration, it starts with how you evaluate time and how you tune in to the universe, right? Because everything on the planet, everything in the universe is on a schedule. It's on a divine clock, and it's all moving in total synchronicity, right? In total synchronic order. We call it divine order, right? It's totally rhythmic and harmonious. Even the asteroid belt is still in its own orbit, okay? So if everything else in creation is on a rhythmic, harmonious clock, except man, right? Because we go on by a man-made calendar that says there are 12 months in a year and 60 minutes to a clock, and that's not what the universe says. That is not what the universe says. So man is the only thing out of sync. So to get us back in our natural mind, we have to tune in to the real rhythm, right? And you can feel it, right? You'll be able to feel it. We're going to tune into the real rhythm, and it will synchronize your mind with divine time, right? With divine time. We're talking about natural lifestyle, natural living. We're talking about getting back to our natural mind. This is the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. This is what we do here, right? And so in order for us to really get there, here's an idea for you. Suppose there are 13 months in a year and only 28 days to every month. Not 30 or 31 or 28 or 29, just 28 days every month. How do we know that that's true and that the other calendar is not true? Because the entire universe is running on a 28-day, 4-week month, okay? That's how the universe works. How do we know that? There are 13 moons in 28 days, there are 13 moons in a month. Right? There are 13 moons in a year. Not 12, 13. So the universe says that there are 13 moons, 13 months. And when you begin to divide that up into timing and you understand the power of number, then you begin to come back into your natural mind. So we're going to talk some more about moving from a 1360 calendar lie and time frame, okay, money is not time is not money, to a 1320 time frame that the entire universe is moving on. And when you tune in, when you sync up, right, your natural mind begins to dawn again, and you begin thinking differently. And we start with the natural mind restoration because the next one is health and fitness. And you can't get your health and fitness together unless you're in your natural mind. Now, can you eat well and be buffed and all that and still be on the wrong clock? You sure can, right? Lots of people are doing it. Lots of people are doing that. However, when you really recognize that the reason that you're eating a certain way and the reason that you're taking care of your body in a certain way is so that you can tune it as an instrument for being in sync with the universe. So these are universal principles that run our lifestyle, as we create what we call oneness. And it is this vertical relationship with universal divine principles, and then bringing that to the third dimension, where you're creating your health and fitness, where you're creating your intelligent lifestyle, where you're creating your emotional life, where you're creating your character and giving reflection that happens through a natural mind, where you're creating the spirituality that you choose to express in the world, that tunes you in directly with the Creator, right? That natural mind that helps you to understand and express real love, true love, okay? The love that is as the sun shines on everyone, right? That kind of pure divine love, right? And then also how you deal with parenting and your social life and your financial life and your career, right? Are you working for a Humanity Minus company or Humanity Plus? And we'll talk about some of that. And then the next two are quality of life and life vision. So I just gave you the 13 dimensions of the Oneness Wellness lifestyle. And as we are tuning our natural mind to the clock of the universe, 13 moons, 28 days in a month, 4 weeks in a month, okay? It will shift you into the natural rhythm of life, You are watching the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. I'm so thankful and grateful that you've tuned in on today. We are just starting our show, so if you haven't already, I encourage you to go get your blue pen and your white paper so that you can take copious notes. We're going to take a break in just a few so that we can acknowledge those who are the nonprofits that are helping us and making this show possible. If you are interested in reaching out to me, I'm Shifa, and the number is 704-769-0953. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Happy Healthy Healing Day. I'm Shifa, the holistic healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth, inviting you to watch the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show every first and third Saturday right here on Access 21 TV. What do we talk about? Everything from juicing to old school tonics and herbs, what you can do to help yourself get better. We talk about stop poisoning yourself by putting all those chemicals on your body, and all domains of life: healthy mind, body, family, finances, and community. So tune in to the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show every first and third Saturday at 9 a.m. I look forward to serving you. Welcome back to the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. So happy that you're here with us. I encourage you to call a friend, get them to tune in as well. If you're watching this as a feed on the website, share it with someone else. And also, if you're on Facebook at #HealthyMeFinances, or you're on my Shifa Ali Facebook page, or you're on my Private Banker website or Facebook page, welcome. Share. Yeah, share. We're talking about the 13 dimensions of your healthy lifestyle, your Oneness Wellness lifestyle. We're talking about tuning in to the real, okay? Moving from the third dimension to the fourth dimension and receiving so that you can outpicture the life that you want to have, okay? And when we talk about dimensions, when we talk about your ascension, when we talk about your elevation, we're really speaking into your natural mind. So your understanding and your embracing even of your natural mind is the first thing that has to happen in order to have a natural lifestyle, because it gives you the reason for being. It gives you your reason for being, the purpose for why all of these things are in alignment, the purpose. And when we talk about alignment, the first thing we've been talking about, if you're just tuning in, is the difference between the 1320 frequency and the 1260 frequency. One is artificial, that we've been born into, a conversation that's not the truth. I asked if I could tell you the truth about something that you thought was true that is not. When would you want to know the truth, right? And that time is now. So I'm here to let you know that in order to really access the natural mind, we have to tune into the timing of the universe and get in synchronization with how everything else is moving in the universe, right? So when you say that the universe has your back, you really are tuned in to that, all right, as a natural fact, all right, a truth. So the 1320 frequency is real time. It is fourth dimensional activity that outpictures in the third dimension, which is the world of form and materialism. Okay, so the 1260 time frequency is the one that has everything in chaos, everything in disorder, injustice, inharmony. It has wreak havoc on the whole planet through pollution and the degradation of the human spirit. All you have to do is look outside, pay attention, or give some attention to the news. I'm not going to suggest that you pay attention to it, but I'm sure you notice that it seems like everything is crashing down, and that's because it really is. But at the same time, when we actually tune in to the truth of the 1320 calendar and get away from the 1260, right? And what's the 60 part? 60 minutes to an hour, as like that's really what time is, and it really isn't at all right? Time is your life. Time is your life. And we talked about breathing, because it's the breaths that you take that really is your life. Yes? On this plane. So let's take a deeper dive into the 13 dimensions, starting with natural mind, all right? So we talked about health and fitness. Why are you getting healthy? Why do you want and need your body to be fit? Because in order to do the work that you as a cherished being are here to do on this planet, it requires that we have an instrument, right, body, that is capable of doing the things that are necessary to actually get the job done, okay, in a way that we are clear, So why do we juice? Why fruits and vegetables? Why are we staying away from so much meat? Why are we eliminating lactose and gluten and all of those things? Why are we eating organic and staying away from the denatured foods and the genetically engineered or genetically modified foods? Why are we doing that? Why is that necessary? Just to be healthy for you? Okay, that's a start. But what about because it helps you to tune in to the next dimensions? So as this world is falling down, as the third dimension is crashing, right, all around you, that you can operate from a higher space of reality, a higher and different timing than what's happening on the third dimension. So we choose health and fitness so that we can move up and operate at a higher level of existence. So what is fourth dimension? Fourth dimension, your thoughts, right? You said natural mind. So in order to access fourth dimension, being in natural mind, it's where you visualize. It's your imagination. It's where you picture what you want to have happen in your life, and then outpicture that in the third dimension. oneness, wellness, lifestyles, oneness, this relationship between our mind and the universal mind, right? This vertical relationship that is really what outpictures everything in the horizontal plane, right? Or third dimension. So stay with me. Stay with me. And I know this is maybe a strange conversation, but this is absolutely where we've got to go in order to get to know where we came from, and then get to the transformative process of natural healing, the transformative process that leads us to a holistic community. It's all about how we think. It's all about how we think, okay? So next, our intellectual life. So we've been taught that we need to, you go to school to get a good job so you can get a good education. That's backwards. We've been taught that you go to school to get a good education so you can get a good job, right? Isn't that what we've been taught? Well, how's that working for folks? Not, right? Because you go to school, you get all these degrees and these letters behind your name, and they continue to sell you on doing that. And I'm not saying don't elevate your mind. I'm not saying don't learn new things. I'm not saying that school is not important. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying, however, that in your natural mind, we have to be able to discriminate and discern what is real knowledge. Real knowledge is tuning in to the creative force. Real knowledge is not running after chasing the dollar. It's not a paper chase. It's not a paper chase, okay? And what happens to you when, in most cases, as you continue to try to get that good education so you can get that good job, you end up hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, okay? In debt. And then we have to talk about your healthy finances, because one thing will spiral right down. As the whole world is crashing down, it will pull you down with it if you don't have an understanding from your natural mind and tap into the divine intelligence that will lead and guide you and help shape your life and your world with grace and ease, and shift you from where it is that you are having a situation where there may not be balance, where there may not be equilibrium, where there may be chaos or disorder, where there may not be harmony and love and peace and poise. Okay? And that's what the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle system is really about. So as we continue, next is emotional life. All of those things that I just listed affect your emotional life when you're not in your natural mind. So as we restore your natural mind, you gain control over your emotions. And so you recognize that you are a cherished being on this planet, that you are enough. Yes, you are enough. And that you can live a life of high self-worth and esteem when you're in your natural mind. Because now you're making decisions from an intellectual level that is divine intelligence. Your health and your fitness is coming into peak state. And this alignment you're really beginning to feel in your life, and peace, calm, and poise become your natural way of being. Peace, calm, and poise become your natural way of being. Now, one of the things that is, I have to say here, is that we are a society that has become immune to harmony. If it's not bang, bang, shoot 'em up, crash this car, blood and gore and guts and drama and hate and crime, we don't entertainment, we don't feel like we have any use for it. It doesn't have any value. Okay, those are the things we're overstimulated, so we are immune to harmony. When we're in harmony, we're looking for the things that create calm, peace, and poise in every area of our experience. And that includes what we intake, what we ingest into our mind, We're talking about the restoration of our natural mind as the foundational basis for having an experience of the oneness wellness lifestyle. Oneness meaning vertical relationship with divine intelligence, vertical relationship with health and healing in your DNA and in your genetics, vertical relationship, okay, so that it outpictures in your horizontal and physical life, your material world, all right? So the horizontal relationship is fourth dimension. And the vertical relationship is fourth dimension. The vertical relationship is fourth dimension. The horizontal relationship is 3D, third dimension, that is rapidly crashing down around us if we don't understand how to take control. So, I know I just gave you a whole lot. Stay tuned, breathe, right? Your breath is life. You are watching the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show, and I'm so glad that you're here. I feel blessed and privileged to be able to speak into your life, into your experience. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back after these important messages. Stay tuned.
Happy Healthy Healing Day. I'm Shifa, the holistic healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth, inviting you to watch the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show every first and third Saturday right here on Access 21 TV. What do we talk about? Everything from juicing to old school tonics and herbs, what you can do to help yourself get better. We talk about stop poisoning yourself by putting all those chemicals on your body, and all domains of life, healthy mind, body, family, finances, and community. So tune in to the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show every first and third Saturday at 9 a.m. I look forward to serving you. Hey, this is Shifa from the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show, here to talk to you about, just briefly, our brand new series, Healthy Me Finances. Yeah, we're going to talk about money. We've been talking about our mind and our body and how to take care of ourselves and have a terrific lifestyle. But if your money ain't right, you can't even buy the stuff that you need to make sure that the lifestyle is what you want it to be. So we must address the issue of money. So I'm here, right? I'm not really like all geared up for the show. We're going to do this as a reality TV show. And I'm just here in the gallery. We're here at East Square Artworks, and isn't it just fabulous to talk about money? And why did we choose an art gallery? Because we really want to get to the art of money, right? The true art of money. So healthy finances, raising capital, right? Don't get it twisted. We're here to raise money. We're here to not just for nonprofit. We're talking about how to raise money for your business. Raising capital, the true art of the money game. So I'm your host, Shifa, and I look forward to sharing some time with you in our new reality show, Healthy Me Finances, the true art of making money, raising capital. See you then.
We're back, and I want to thank you again for watching. This is the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. I'm your host, Shifa, the natural healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth, and she will talk to you if you talk to her, okay? So from her crystal core, we're talking about restoration of your natural mind as it relates to your Oneness Wellness Lifestyle. So what is the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle? The vertical relationship that is the determinant of the horizontal relationship, right? So us talking to God, God talking to us, Creator talking, us talking to Creator, Creator talking to us asking Creator for direction, Creator, the universe giving us direction, out picturing in the horizontal plane, which is the third dimension. Fourth dimension, third dimension. Okay, got it? All right. Natural mind. Everything that we do in our life, everything is colored by how we think about it. We've been taught some things that are not true, like there are 12 months in a year and an irregular calendar of however many days in a month, right? Which is not true, because that's not what the universe is doing. Hello. And now we have the opportunity to know the truth. This is a gift. To know the truth that really there are 13 months and every month has 28 days. Doesn't that even feel better? It's harmonious. It's perpetual, right? It doesn't change on you. It's the same, right? It's like when you look in the heavens and the sun rises every morning at the same, and the sun rises every morning. We can depend on the moon. The stars are up there at night. Everything's moving in sync. Your natural mind is to get us in sync, to get you in sync with the 12 other dimensions of your life. First dimension, natural mind. So this is a conversation about restoration. So far, we've talked about your health and your fitness. We have talked about your intellectual life, your emotional life. And now let's go into your character. Your character. This is about reflection. Right? This is about looking at who it is that you are and tuning it into the Creator, tuning it into the timing frequency of the 1320, and it will cause, as I said, you to have, when you're in your natural mind, it will cause you to operate in peace, poise, and harmony, okay, calm, right, and still be powerful, right? But it'll cause you to take a look. And that's what this conversation really is about. I'm asking you to really take a look at how you do in life. How are you doing it, right? Are you on a paper chase? Are you steeped in believing that your education is who you are, right? Are you trapped in an artificial construct that has you on a hamster wheel, right? And there's no peace or harmony in your life? Do you feel like you are in a situation where in your quiet time you just don't feel like you're enough? You are enough, beloved. You are enough. And when you tune in, you begin to not only recognize that you're enough, but you understand why things are happening the way that they are, and that you have much more control than you think that you do, because the third dimensional world of the material world, right, that we've been born into, that we live in these physical bodies, is falling down, falling apart, right? You can see it with the businesses closing. People don't have jobs. It's almost like a nightmare out there. And when you watch it on television entertainment and you listen to the music, it's a nightmare out there. So the only place to go to elevate, to enhance, to ascend is inside. And that starts with reflection. That starts with looking at your character. Who are you? Where are you? Why are you? What are you doing? And for what purpose? Okay? And do you need to do something different? The Oneness Wellness Lifestyle System helps us to do something different. It helps us to know something greater. That's what this is about, character. Next, spirituality. Well, definitely when you tune in to the Creator, the natural force, the natural rhythm, the harmony of all creation, it enhances your spirituality. And this is not about religion. It's not about race, creed, color, or religion. This is about we've been sucked into a lie, sucked into living an artificial construct that has diminished us. And now we have the gift of being able to understand that this is truth, what truth really is. And then through the exertion of our mind, our spirit, and our will to engage that energy power of the universe, that is spirituality. That is spirituality. Love relationships. From emotional life to spirituality, now we come to our love relationships. Not drama. Not drama. Not he said, she said, or oh, she's hot, oh, he's hot. Not that. Genuine love. where you are recognizing each other for the gift that you are in helping you each to evolve to your next level, your next highest version of yourselves. Love relationship. What does the Creator want for us? We've come together. What is the mission that we're on? What is the purpose that we are to serve together? And then, yes, it makes the sex hot, and it makes the passion grow, because you have a higher purpose, right? So, and not only do you have the ability to procreate in children, right? And creating children, and I have 2 children and 5 grandchildren and 2 great grandchildren, right? So not only does it give us the ability to do that when you are expressing your love with your significant other, but it also gives you the ability to create in the natural realm, to create business, to create art, to be on one accord of one natural mind, both tuned in to the universal flow and force of the universe. Okay? Both tuned in. Now we're talking about a love relationship. And now the holding hands and the embracing and the spooning and all the things that we do that make us feel good, right? That make each other feel good is used as a power. So go all in your love relationship. Go all in your love relationship. Yes, I'll say it again. Go all in your love relationship. Next is parenting. And of course, that's part of the love relationships, right? Parenting. I'm not the great parent, all right? I'm just going to tell you, when the calling came for me in my heart and my mind and my soul, when I recognized that the God that I serve was calling me into the ministry of healing, I left my family. I had to launch out into the deep, into the wilderness. And my their father and I had created a $1 million lifestyle. And so my children are living very well. And I was not about to rip them out of that reality into going to live in the boogie down Bronx. Okay? No, not in the ghetto on Southern Avenue on the 21st floor. Wasn't about to do that. So tough decision. About a year later, all my hair fell out in the back because it just wrecked me. So I'm talking about parenting, and I wanted to tell you why I was saying that, maybe I'm not the one to talk to you about parenting, because my daughter was 8 and my son was 4, and their father and their grandmother raised them. And yes, we had relationship over the years, right? Sometimes good, sometimes not so good. But what I want to say about parenting, no matter what your relationship with your children is, that is all a learning. Your children have come to teach you lessons. They've chosen and you've chosen them to be in this relationship with. So parenting is about the fact that they come through you. Okay? They come through us. So our children are not our children. Okay? They come through us. Okay? So they're here to live their lives and have their experience. And when we really get a grasp on that, it changes the nature of parenting, because we are looking at it from a natural mind. So parenting, that's a little bit about my story. Social life, family gatherings. We're social creatures. So, my ability to talk to you like this through the lens that you're watching is relationship. This is social for me. And then when we are with family and friends and getting out in the community, there's a Black leadership breakfast that goes on in Salisbury every third Saturday, and it is one of the ways that I like social. I also like dancing, right? Yes, I'm always trying to be in rhythm, right? I'm always in rhythm. I'm always expressing my calm, peace, poise, and power, and I do it through the rhythm of dance. I also recommend that you find something that speaks to you, that is generative of a harmonious social life. Finance and career, next two, finance and career. Got to talk about the money, right? Because we think that time is money. And that's one of those lies that we've been taught and been told. We think money is time. Well, I'm here to let you know that that is a lie. It's not the truth. And you said you wanted to know the truth now. So now is the time. If you want to get a handle on your money, recognize this, though, that money is another one of those artificial constructs. It's an artificial thing. The universe don't have no money, okay? The universe, the earth, has gold and diamond and silver and all of those things. And man, again, like man jacked up the calendar, right? Got you totally off from what the universe is doing. Now, man has told you that the whole value of your life is about how much money you have. All right. So when we come back from break, we're going to talk about money and career, quality of life, and your life vision. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
If you want to get a lot of people very angry at you, and you're in the health profession, it's fairly simple. Begin to cure incurable diseases.
It would ruin the economy. Billions of dollars.
Cancer is one of the richest multi-billion-dollar industries in the world, and every cancer patient is a commodity.
The huge pharmaceutical companies have everybody in their pocket, from the president on down to the senator's representative. Everybody gets paid.
Something's terribly wrong when you treat cancer and your hair falls out and you vomit. This is truly medieval.
People in the United States and developed countries who are treated for cancer don't even die of cancer. They die of the treatment of cancer.
Many years from now, people look back at this time and wonder what kind of Neanderthals we were.
A prophet many years ago, he said, "My people perish for lack of knowledge."
All right, we're back. I'm Shifa, your host of the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. All right, so we are talking about your natural mind restoration, right? We've already gone through health and fitness, intellectual life, emotional life, character, right? Where we're looking at our reflection, who we are. We talked about spirituality, being calm, poised, at peace and powerful in your spiritual life, your love relationships, parenting, social life, and now we're talking about your finances, right? Your financial life. And I'm already talking to you, telling you, helping you understand that time is not money, okay? Money is not time. So only the 1260 calendar taught us that time is money, because when that calendar was developed, it was really a tool and a construct of control. How do you get everybody on one page and tie them to a mechanism or a matrix, right, that will capture their whole life energy? And that happened with the calendar and the clock. And then when the industrialized age came about, and you were going into factories, you go and you punch in, right? You go and the clock begins to tell you how much you're worth, how much money you can make per hour, right? That's why we're under this spell of time is money. That's a lie. That's a lie. Breath is money. We've already gone through this a little bit. So if you're just joining me, I'm just giving you a little bit of a recap, all right, and welcoming you. So let's talk about money. It is an artificial construct tied to an artificial calendar and an artificial clock. And if you were to be honest, those three things that I just outlined run your whole life. They just flat out run your whole life. When the truth of the matter is that the universe, the order, the timing, the space, rather than the clock, right? The space, the time and space is governed by the universal creator, that the maker of me and you, right? That's breathing us and beating our heart. That's the timing that we want to be on. That puts us in direct synchronization with the creator. Yes, it does. And it's called a 1320 frequency. Now, what does that have to do with money? Money is a creation of man that is available to you. When you tune in to the right timing and you get a handle on being able to operate from your natural mind in fourth dimension, and you realize that your power of imagination and visualization is the energy of the fourth dimension, and as you create those constructs, thoughts become things, and those things become manifest in your third dimensional world. So it again is the oneness relationship. It is the vertical relationship with the universal timing that the Creator put in place since the beginning, and how it affects the horizontal plane, which is the third dimension, okay, which you see crashing down all around you. And that's why it's necessary to have this conversation. Money can be visualized, right, and accessed through experience in the third dimension. Now, I know you're saying, this girl is absolutely out of her mind, right? If I don't get up and go to work tomorrow, I ain't going to have no money. I'm not going to eat. I'm not whatever. That is your mind outside of your natural. That is your unnatural mind. And that's the way that we've been taught and trained and conditioned to believe that. Otherwise, the industrial world wouldn't be able to hold us. You were not born, right? The Creator didn't send you here to work on somebody's job your whole life and then die. What's the purpose of that? Right? To make money? We came to earth to make money? Really? Really? I don't think so. However, money is important in the society that we live in. I will say that. I will say that. And it's not so much that we're after the money. Money is a means to an end, right? Money in the third dimension is a means to an end. It's not the end game. You're making money so you can do what? So you can buy food. You're making money so you can do what? Have a house, have a car, take care of your children, pay for their education, live a comfortable retirement, create a legacy, leave a legacy of inheritance for your children's children, right? 7 generations deep, that's called wealth, right? We want to do all of that. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that we know that money's an artificial construct and we don't want to have it. No, you want to have it because it's a means to an end. But let me share this with you. When you picture in fourth dimension the things that you really want, like the end goals, the vacation, the house, the education, the rest of it will happen for you with grace and ease as opposed to you chasing the money. Okay? So start with the end in mind. What is the end goal? That is what you want your fourth dimensional pictures to look like. And it will begin to attract to you, right? So we talk about law of attraction. I'm talking to you about the law of time. So you will begin to attract to you the things that are necessary to create your end game. And it may or may not be money. Somebody might give you a house, give you a car, gift you. The universe is available. Everything is available to you. Okay? And I'm talking from experience. Okay, I'm talking from experience of how life can happen when you're sourcing it. You're sourcing it from the Creator to your life, as opposed to running out there just you on a job, being all stressed out. Do it in harmony. So what about money? You want to have a plan. You want to have a financial plan. You want to look at the numbers. When I talk to you about a 1260 vibration or a 1320 vibration, I'm still talking to you about numbers, right? And that's a whole nother lesson that we can do. And you can plug in and through classes and workshops with me, and I can take you through the stages of exactly how you do this in relationship to the numbers. All the numbers matter. The numbers we're talking about right now are your financial numbers. What is your cash flow, your debt management, your emergency fund, okay? Your protection, how are you protecting your income? How are you saving for your building wealth, saving for your retirement, creating a legacy? How are you doing that? You have to have a plan to do that. It's called a financial needs analysis. So just like you go to, in your intellectual life, we were talking about how you go to school to get a good education so you can get a good job, and that's not really working for folks because I know PhDs that can't balance their checkbook, okay? So, right, and that's not good, bad, right, or wrong, I'm just saying, okay? So when you really begin to understand what true knowledge is, you want to recognize that you have to count the costs of being on the third dimension, and that starts with a financial needs analysis. So you may or may not know that I am a professional financial advisor. I've got license and credentials in that. It's what I do because I understand the numbers and the frequency of numbers and what manifestation means with numbers. So I create private reserve accounts for people. I help you with land banking, right? So when I say what is your end game, I'm one of those gifts to you that can help you to attain the cash that you're looking for, right? Through what you're already doing. You already have the money, and where to put it, the tools to help you to get to the end game, right? So that the things that you're visualizing in your mind, in your fourth dimension, come to manifestation in the third dimension. So I help people with the manifestation of that. That's part of what I do. Okay, so finances. I do healthy financial literacy, wealth and wisdom classes on Wednesday night live in the community. Sometimes we stream that on Facebook. You can tune in. If you go to my Facebook page, you can see some of what we do. We also have, I do private coaching and courses on all of this, not just the finances, right? But I find that that's what pricks most people's attention. They want to get their money right? So I can help you do that. And I do it through this connection that I have and helping you to understand it as well. So finances, some of the benefits, what can you do? You can eliminate the debt that you owe, including your mortgage, in half the time. You can have a cash flow that is planning for debt management with solutions. You can increase your credit score. We've got trade lines. We do business development because we want to free you. Your natural mind needs to be free. So we want to free you and help you own your own businesses and all those kinds of things so you can really release yourself from the construct of have to have a job to create money when you can, in your creativity, right? Time is creativity. Time is art. Time is breath. Time is meditation. Those are all the things that time is. Time is certainly not money. Although it takes money in the material world, it takes time for money to grow. But when you learn how to access it from the Creator, time is always right now. And in the twinkling and blink of an eye, you can have and access everything it is that you want to create in your life and live it in happiness and harmony and bliss, okay? So finance and career are numbers 10 and 11 of the 13 dimensions of your oneness wellness lifestyle. So we are in the midst of the restoration of our natural mind so that we can have, be, and do the universal beings, right? The universal planetary beings that we were put on this earth to be in peace, love, calm, harmonious experience. You are watching the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show, and I am your host, Shifa, the natural healing voice of the soul of Mother Earth. She will talk to you if you talk to her, okay, from her crystal core. Stay tuned. I'm so glad you're here with us.
If you want to get a lot of people very angry at you, and you're in the health profession, it's fairly simple. Begin to cure incurable diseases.
It would ruin the economy. Billions of dollars.
Cancer is one of the richest multi-billion-dollar industries in the world, and every cancer patient is a commodity.
The huge pharmaceutical companies have everybody in their pocket, from the president on down to the senator's representative. Everybody gets paid.
Something's terribly wrong when you treat cancer and your hair falls out and you vomit. This is truly medieval.
People in the United States and developed countries who are treated for cancer don't even die of cancer. They die of the treatment of cancer.
Many years from now, people look back at this time and wonder what kind of Neanderthals we were.
A prophet many years ago, he said, "My people perish for lack of knowledge."
Thank you so much for watching the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle Show. It's been my privilege and pleasure and really a gift for me to be here with you. I hope that you would take what you learned today and put it in practice, put it in place in your life, and watch you create your own miracle called the Oneness Wellness Lifestyle. Connect with me. You can call and reach me at 704-769-0953. Again, that number is 704-769-0953. I love you. Take good care. Be well.